the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia affirmed that the health of its citizens and residents comes first. The Kingdom will not be complacent in taking any decisions that preserve the country's public security, and we will review with you the most prominent of what was mentioned in the last conference of the Ministry of Health, and its impact on the decision to lift the suspension of international flights to the Kingdom. 1. We are in a very sensitive phase and we must follow it with more vigilance, caution and attention. We have not yet reached the stage of complete reassurance, so we need to continue adhering to the preventive measures with full force. 2. There is a further expansion and absorption in giving vaccines, and the number of doses given so far has exceeded 541,411 doses. We also remind everyone to register via the health app. 3. While the vaccines have reached all regions of the Kingdom, we assure everyone that taking the vaccine and continuing to adhere to the preventive measures, they are two very basic things, to be able to overcome the corona pandemic. For all those who receive the vaccine, whether the first, second or post-recovery dose, until their individual immunity reaches a high level of immunity, they must continue to adhere to the preventive measures. 5. The procedures, policies and steps that the Food and Drug Authority takes in the Kingdom are very high-level and delicate steps. In addition, the vaccines that have been approved are vaccines that achieve effectiveness and safety, and the impact of diseases related to the respiratory system, such as colds and others, and their similarity in symptoms does not mean that the result of the laboratory examination will be affected by it, because PCR is a highly accurate test. In general, care should be taken and an examination should be made when feeling such symptoms. Accordingly, as we explained, and to keep in mind the approaching Hajj season, the Kingdom will not take a risk again and open its outlets as it happened before, until after complete reassurance that the epidemic has been completely controlled, and that everyone has had vaccinations. Accordingly, there is no intention to lift the suspension of flights to the Kingdom, at worst, until the end of next March. If necessary, the suspension will be extended as decided by the Ministry of Health.
دمتم في حفظ الله.
لا تنسوا الإعجاب بالفيديو والاشتراك في القناة تشجيعا لنا لنستمر بنشر المزيد إن شاء الله.